Ahoy, this is Zdenka. This is iPhone 15 Pro and this is Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. Which one is better in terms of cameras, apps, gimbals, accessories, and overall user experience? As I've been using this phone for about a month now and this one for a few months. Let's compare those together. This video is sponsored by Epidemic Sound. Let's talk about the video quality. First of all, this video is more practical, not as much technical. It's more like a real-world user experience. All right, I have both phones side by side. I don't have any external microphone. This is the sound you are getting from both phones. Now, I'm not using a gimbal, just a regular selfie stick filming a native camera app. Everything is left automatic. I didn't adjust exposure, white balance, nothing like that. So, let's see how the stabilization is if I'm not using a gimbal, just a selfie stick. Let's look at the colors and contrast. Now, everyone will judge on their own. I'm gonna say what I think, but that's just my personal opinion. Of course, everybody is different. So let's walk around a little bit and see how these phones can handle this environment. This is harsh light right now. I'm in the middle of the woods, so let's see. If I move around, you can look at the background, the highlights and shadows. I am seeing that the Samsung is really overblowing the highlights quite a bit, and the shadows are dark. iPhone seems to be handling everything a bit better. And also the sound is fairly quiet here where I am in this location, so this is the sound coming from iPhone right now, and this is the sound coming from Samsung. So now I'm on an open space. It's very bright outside. It's very sunny. So let's see how the phones can handle this kind of a condition. And I'm gonna just turn around and go against the sun. Let's see how this can be handled. Okay. Yep, it's very overblown, the highlights. The sky is almost not visible. On Samsung, it's really overblowing. I went ahead and I brought down the exposure on both phones to -7. I don't have HDR enabled, so this is very harsh lighting right now. The sun is very bright. Again, automatic mode, nothing is locked, and I'm standing closer to the traffic, so it's definitely not a quiet environment. So I'm gonna turn my back towards the sun and see how it's going to handle the highlights. And I'm already seeing that I'm not seeing any sky on Samsung. I definitely see a lot of detail on iPhone. And again, the highlights are a little bit more pronounced and shadows on Samsung, and on iPhone it is a little bit more even. I moved closer to traffic. I'm standing literally beside the road, so let's see how the sound is if I'm recording myself in a loud environment. So this is a sound you're going to get with iPhone 15 Pro, and this is the sound you're going to get with Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. It is quite loud. I can hear the cars. It's very loud. Let me know in the comments section below, because I'm not gonna know until I get to the office and I actually review the footage on a computer. So what sound do you prefer from iPhone 15 Pro or Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra? Let's look at the video filmed with rear cameras. The iPhone is showing a little bit more of a true colors. This is what I see when I look at the sky and the color of the water. On the Samsung, the color is a little bit more pronounced, so there's definitely a lot more blue in the sky and the water. It's more saturated. The same thing as if I turn around and I look at the greens. I see the greens on Samsung phones definitely more saturated. How is the zoom? Is it smooth? Let's try a few zooming in and out movements. someone is wondering why I didn't get the 15 Pro Max, I simply don't need the extra zoom. I don't use zoom at all. And the price difference for the feature was quite big, so I chose to stay with 15 Pro. Let's talk about native camera app. iPhone has a simple app. It doesn't have Pro Video mode, but it has a log profile, which is huge. Samsung has a lot more creative options and fun options, as well as Pro Video mode, single take, filming in 8K. And when you add to it Camera Assistant app, you can do even more, such as enabling multiple selfies. If I look at it practically in real life though, I personally use photo mode, portrait mode, and then video mode. I film in automatic mode most of the time. If I film something for work, yes, then I'm filming in manual mode. But usually I actually use third-party app. I am very divided here, half-half. I love the simplicity of the iPhone, but I also love the other modes on Samsung they are offered, like the night time-lapse. I totally love that. Creatively, you get more options in Samsung. Let's talk about filming and photography apps. iPhone has certainly more options when it comes to apps. The newly released Blackmagic camera app has really increased the filming options, and the app is absolutely free. If you use Moment lenses, Moment app has been just updated and now it supports iPhone 15 Pro log profile. When it comes to Samsung, Pro Video mode in native camera app is more than enough, but if you want more options, MC Pro 24 FPS is a great app. Other options would be ProTake or Filmic Pro, but those are subscription-based. When it comes to photography, again, more options are available on iPhone, such as long exposure app Re-Expose, which I introduced in the past videos. The photos you can get from smartphones these days are just amazing. I want to show you one more app though. What app it is? This app belongs to Epidemic Sound, where I get all music and sound effects, all royalty-free, cleared for YouTube and all social media. They recently added a new feature, such as finding a suitable music with a video. You simply upload your clip and then choose one of the suggested songs. You can also download not only the whole song, but stems. If you need only drums or melody, it is all here. I've teamed up with Epidemic Sound to bring you an exclusive discount on their music service. Get access to 2 months of free music and sounds by clicking my link down below. The discount is valid for personal plan and the offer will be available for 5 days only. So make sure not to miss this once-a-year offer and the diverse music catalog of Epidemic Sound. Click the link in my description. Thank you very much, Epidemic Sound, for making this video possible. Another thing to consider if you're deciding in what direction to go is compatibility, gimbals and accessories, and that is huge. iPhone is compatible with all gimbals pretty much. This phone came out a few weeks ago, so right now at this moment it might not be compatible with all the gimbals. The companies who make those gimbals, they need a little bit of a time to catch up, they need to update their firmwares and send it, so give it a few weeks and it's gonna be fine. Samsung, on the other hand, is not that much compatible with all the gimbals. This phone has generally less features in Gimbals apps. Sometimes you don't get things like manual filming or slow motion. Luckily, gimbals are popping up on the market these days that allows you to do a lot more, such as tracking a native camera app or moving time lapses. One of them is, for example, Hohem iSteady M6, and their app allows you to do a lot more with this phone. If you need to add another lens, you might need to reach for a stronger gimbal, such as 3-in-1 gimbal. When it comes to accessories, I'm finding that there are enough options for both phones. Right now, I personally prefer lenses and filters from Freewell. If you ask me what phone I'm using on day-to-day basis, it is the iPhone. It's not only because of the cameras, because of the photos and videos, but the overall user experience. I do absolutely everything with the phone. I also have iPods, I have second generation Apple Watch. I use their fitness app and I love that it shows heartbeat, calories and all that as I'm exercising. When it comes to my health, I love this setup way more than Fitbit, which I used to have before. My family members use Samsung phones. They are all Android users, that is what they prefer. They use third-party watches, which are working well for them. Hopefully this video answered some of your questions when it comes to those two phones. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and don't forget to check out one of these videos next. Ciao, ahoj!